Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Chad with CD Shave, and thank you very much for joining me for tonight's head shave and razor review. Tonight we are reviewing the Parker 69 CR. That's right. We're going to be getting into this, the who's, the what's, the when's, the where, why, and how. Before we do that, let's get into the holiday of the day. Today's holiday of the day is National Mind Your Own Business Day by CD Shave. And you ever gotten into a line, you've ordered food, and while you're there, some guy behind you makes a comment about what you're ordering, whether how much of it or what it is that you had. It sounds good, sounds bad, or indifferent, whatever. You have to make a comment. Well, I have, and I'm here to tell you that if you're in line somewhere and somebody in front of you orders something and you feel like you have to make a comment about it, do the guy a favor in front of you and don't. Just mind your own business. It's not your concern. Let him order his food and get out of the line, and you can go next. That's the whole purpose of the line, not for you to comment on what it is he or she is ordering. So today is National Mind Your Own Business Day. Anyway, from CD Shaving, moving on to the razor review. As I said, it's the Parker 69 CR. This is an interesting razor for me because there seems to be somewhat of a trend in some razors now that adjustable per se. They're coming with different plates, and this one is one of those razors. Now, I don't want to say that this is a fully adjustable where it has multiple settings to it, but it is adjustable in the sense that it comes with an extra plate right here. It's an open comb, and this plate here that's on it right now is a closed comb. So you simply turn the handle, and there's the top cap, and here's the other plate. This is the closed comb. Okay. As far as the plates are concerned, from what I'm being told, the open comb is what would be considered the more mild shaver of the two, and so as a result, we're going to go with the more aggressive. Why not, right? And today we're going to be pairing it with, or loading it with, a Persona Red blade. That's right, we're not using the signature feathers because I have some of these and I want to try to give them a few more shots on my head to see if I can get a better shave than what I've gotten out of them before. As far as the brush is concerned, we're using the Mozingo Turn and Shave. Mozingo handle, turn and shave knot. And for the soap, Dr. John's Flowers in the Dark. It is a lavender-based scent. Got the aftershave right here for that. I don't have much left of it, so I'll probably just crack the thing right open and use the rest of it tonight. Now, comparison. This razor kind of reminds me of the 24C, which is one I've done a review on before. I've had this for quite some time. It is an open comb, has a very similar handle. As you can see, the handles are almost identical, with the exception of the color. There's a very, very, very slight difference in the knurling, but really unnoticeable. Now, this top cap is pretty much the same. It's slightly different. One's slightly thicker than the other, as you can see. The one that came, the 24C, seems to be a thicker grade on that one. But the cap the plate that came with the 24C is just about the same. Actually, I think it is the same. There's a slight thickness difference in the teeth, but it's the same as the cap that comes for the open comb part of the 69 CR. So we're going to go ahead and put these back before I mix the two of them up. There we go. We'll put that aside for tonight and continue on. That's the open comb. Put that away. Closed comb. Now you can tell which way to screw it on because see the slight indentation there? That is where the handle goes. All right. We're going to go ahead and load this Persona blade. plate going there. As far as the tightness is concerned, the screw is a little bit loose. When I go to screw it on, it doesn't mesh quite as well as my 24C does. There's a lot of play in that as it's going in, but once it's in there, it's pretty tight. There's nothing to mess with. Oh, there is some room for adjustment as far as the blade's concerned. I'm used to some razors that you don't really have to adjust anything. That's pretty straight, as you can see. The blade gap on that is that's pretty significant. I don't know exactly what it is. I don't know if that'll help you see that or not, but the blade gap's pretty significant on that, so it does look pretty aggressive. We'll see. All right, we're gonna go ahead and load up this brush, get the head wet, and get this shave going here. We'll try this thing out. So we'll be right back. Options, a word that is synonymous with wet shaving. Whether it's practicality, necessity, or the desire to feed that ever-expanding collection of wet shaving products, options are something every wet shaver has in their shave den. This is what the Parker 69CR was designed to offer. This three-piece safety razor comes with two different chrome-plated base plates, one open and one closed. This razor is all brass with a chrome-accented electroplated brass finish. It weighs in at 3.3 ounces, resulting in a nice heft without being too heavy in the hand. It is perfectly balanced, with the fulcrum point being roughly 1/4 of the way down the razor from the top. The 3 3/4 inch handle's brass finish really pops against the chrome accents, and the knurling is well defined, ensuring the grip to challenge even the slickest of soap-covered hands. My Google search showed this razor to be available at bridgeburgergent.ca for a price of $51.33, not including shipping. Parker is an Indian-based company and has been on the wet shaving scene since 1973. This is just one of several options that the company has to choose from, but currently is the only safety razor they offer with different base plates for adjustability. A razor that points to the wet shaver's desire for options. Okay, we are back. As you can see, we got our brush loaded, rocking and rolling, ready to go. It's even started to make a lather there, but it is mostly just loaded. So throw some water on the head. All right, let's lather up, get the shave going. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the post-shave. Thank you very much for staying with us. We're just going to go ahead and throw some cold water on our head here. All right. So, went with the Parker, the 69CR with the closed comb plate. Considered to be one of the more aggressive of the two plates. And there she is right there. I do like the gold. I like the way the gold looks on the silver. That really pops quite well. But anyway, so the shave. As far as the shave is concerned, we did achieve DOP status. Dome of perfection. No nicks, cuts, irritation. Perfect. Smooth as glass. So the razor itself, as far as I'm concerned, the handle length is pretty decent, as I'm used to it with the 24C. I like that as well. The weight it feels a little bit lighter than what I'm used to. It just doesn't have as much heft to it, but it's not a bad thing. It's got plenty of heft to it where it feels like a solid razor. The only complaint I'd have is when it screws together. It's not quite as doesn't go quite together as smoothly as some of the other razors I've used in the past. As far as the shave is concerned, this is an aggressive shave, but it is not the most aggressive for me. For other people that do want an aggressive shaver, I would definitely recommend this one, especially if you're just starting out. And the reason being is because it's on the lighter side of aggressiveness. It also comes with the other plate, so you can go with a smoother shave if you're just starting out. It gives you two different options to try. And so therefore it's a great razor to start out with. And if you decide that you like the amount of aggression that comes with this, especially if you pair it with an aggressive blade like a feather maybe, I bet that would even be better. I did find it shaved quite well with the Persona. Not really any complaints. I had to do a little bit of buffing at the end, but that's par for the course, not a big deal. But I definitely would recommend this for somebody that's new and getting into it and they're looking for a good razor to start out with, because again, it gives you the two options. Now, if you once you move on to something, if you're looking for something a little bit different to add to your collection, then I maybe would suggest a true adjustable like a Slim, or even the Parker variant that has adjustment knob on the bottom, and it has 5, 6, 7 different adjustment variables on it. But this is definitely a nice way to go for a beginner who wants to try 2 different levels of shaving and multiple blades. Recommend it for that reason and that reason alone. It's also a really sharp looking razor. The knurling on it is fantastic. It really fits well in the hand, and I had no problems with this whatsoever. I didn't have any chance of losing this, and I had a pretty slick soap. Dr. John's makes a pretty nice slick soap. So that is my review of that razor. We're going to go ahead and throw the, actually, you know what? Let's go with the after. Continue with the post shave and throw on the witch hazel. Now, those of you that have used one of these before, or any of Parker's products, I'd like to hear from you and see what you think about that. They have come a long way since they first started making razors. They've been in the business quite some time. And they really, really have come a long way. I've used a couple of their different products. I have a pack of their blades too I'm going to try at some point. But overall, I don't have any complaints. I mean, major complaints. It's just differences I see between their razors and some others, but nothing that I would call it a deal breaker, as it were. So, aftershave. We'll throw a little bit on the face too. This stuff smells awesome. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. What are you waiting for? But make sure you knock that bell so every time every time we do a new video here at CD Shaving, you get a notification. So, I am Chad. Thank you very much for joining me. If you folks shave tonight or even tomorrow morning, have a great shave, have a great rest of the evening, have a great morning, and we'll see you guys and girls in the next video.